So a few days ago, I had a girl that I used to go to high school with post on an Instagram story about how bad my YouTube channel is, essentially. And I saw it, and surprisingly, it didn't affect me in the slightest. Then a few hours later, I had like my friends from high school also message me and ask what's my thoughts on it, what I'm going to do about it. And frankly, other than making this very video now where I talk you through how I got to this point, I don't really care, and I plan to do nothing about this post either. Now, I remember back when I used to Google search like how to stop caring about what people think about you. All of those videos came from a place of pretending to not care about what people think about you. And for me, that was actually counterintuitive because what it was doing was making me like care about what they think about me more in its own weird way. Because now I'm pretending to like not care, but then my mind's fixating on the fact that I do care. So I was going through like a list of things that I think at least got me to this point. And for me, first and foremost, I have a clear mission. I know what I'm trying to do with this YouTube channel, but not just that. I know what I'm trying to do with my life as a whole. I speak about it often. I'm trying to build a shelter. That's a very virtuous thing and something that appeals to me a lot. But beyond that, I know what I'm doing in my personal life. I know what I'm trying to build like with my woman, what I'm trying to like help my family out with, what I'm trying to accomplish academically because I'm also a university student. I have all of these things in order. So now if some third party has some views on me, it really doesn't affect me for the simple fact that they don't know what I'm trying to accomplish. They don't know the results I'm experiencing. And that's not to say I'm experiencing like great results at the moment, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I know the like trajectory I'm on. And that alone gives me this like inner confidence that if some external person wants to come and start nonsense about me, so be it. That's the world we're living, and that's okay. We can sit here and get upset about it, which I did for a moment, I'm not gonna lie to you. I did for about 5-10 minutes sit here and have some negative thoughts. But I then thought about it's a waste of my time, but more importantly, it doesn't really matter what one person thinks of you or multiple people think of you when you know the path you're on. But I think it goes like a bit deeper than that. So yes, have a clear mission, all of that good stuff. But also, consistently be working on yourself. And of course, this ties into your like having a clear vision. But by consistently working on yourself, you are reinforcing your mind that you are developing, you are getting better, and frankly, a lot of people aren't doing much to develop themselves on a daily basis. They're either sitting all day, wasting their time playing video games, watching stuff they shouldn't be watching, or sitting on like Instagram, watching like random reels. What you should be doing is do something that you know is develop yourself. So like I read or listen to the Bible on a daily basis, more on religion very soon in this video, in fact. I work out 5 days a week. I eat extremely clean. I'm always learning how to like improve my actual personal life, but also learning academically. I'm learning how to become a better YouTuber. I'm learning how to like work on my shelter. So I'm doing all of these things on a daily basis where my day is pretty much filled with work or like building my relationship with my woman or friends or whatever the case is. So I don't really have much time, like that can sound like I have a big ego now, but it's just the fact. I don't really have much time to process in my mind what others are thinking about me. Every now and then you do still fall into a slump, I'm not gonna lie to you. But it happens much less than what it used to, because to give you some context, I used to be a guy who used to overthink like how to speak to women, how to like even speak to teachers in my high school, even though I was like the teachers picked for like many years. I used to overthink these like social scenarios, where now it's got to the point where I'm like, I'm a goofy guy, I'm a bit of a nerd. I'm just gonna be how I am, and the people who like it, the people who don't. It's just how life is. But now diving into the religious side of things. I have so much faith, like I recently converted to Christianity. If you're curious about it, I have the video link down below, but frankly, as long as you follow a religion or have some faith, I think this point is applicable to you. For me personally, I recently converted to Christianity, and for me it's a simple thing of, as long as I know I am doing virtuous deeds that pleases the Almighty, then I have nothing to worry about. And this, forget the YouTube channel for a moment. This goes into like the day-to-day like dealings that I'm doing. So how I interact with a random stranger, how I interact with my friends, how I interact with family, my woman, whoever it is. As long as I know, as far as possible, you are going to screw up now and then. But as far as possible, you are treating them with ultimate respect, ultimate love, and just in a virtuous way. So helping them out, giving charity, whatever you feel is right to do in that moment. That in itself is going to improve your like confidence, but also make you care less about what people think of you. Kind of linked to this actually is you'll notice if you've ever complimented someone, you yourself, your confidence boost after complimenting them, which is quite like interesting actually, because you would think that by complimenting someone else, they're getting like a nice confidence boost, who they are, but like it doesn't really affect you. But interestingly enough, it actually arguably gives you a bigger confidence boost than them. So something interesting I noted, but maybe it's a personal thing with me, I'm not quite sure. So this is just like my overall idea on the matter. The whole thing online, like the older videos, I'm not sure if it's still a thing in like the current space, but like the alpha male, sigma male, and all of that, was telling you to stop caring about what people think about you. But I was coming from a place of, ooh, I'm an alpha male, ooh. It was like very egoistic, which maybe it works for you, or maybe it works for someone out there, I'm sure it does. But for me personally, it wasn't what was working. And I do think there's much better ways to go about, like the ways I spoke about in this video. But with that said, bro, I'll see you in the next one to become a better man.